Grand Rising. Drinking my coffee. Enjoying the outside. I love to be outside. To be connected with everything. With whatever blessing and gift comes through as the wind picks up right now. In confirmation. I feel the breeze. I hear the birds. I see them pass by, fly away. They're not tamed. They're free. I love that. You can also experience that through them. If you sit here and just observe and absorb their freedom, you can live it through the energetic field that they transmit. What is freedom anyway? I wonder what that means for everybody else. We all have a different type of point of view and understanding on what does it mean to be free. Is free an action? Is free an action to be manifested in order to feel it, to live it? Or is it an emotion that you live it and feel it even though you're not free? Get it? Spirit's coming through very strongly. It wants me to share a little piece of what he left us in this world as guidance, as an example. Although we know that our biggest example that we can take on, that we can follow and not be disappointed, will be the example that Jesus, played in the role that he played in this world. That's what I followed, and never has it laid me astray, lost. That's what helped me find myself. That's what helped me find my path. Because I know that we always tend to ask ourselves, what is the whole point of everything? What is the whole point of everything? Like, we truly ask ourselves that. All the things that happen in our lives, all the situations, relationships, whether positive or negative, either way, it causes an effect. The cause and effect that we do in this world. And based on that, we tend to ask ourselves, what was the whole point? I'm hearing right now a piece of a song. What was the whole point of me loving you, you loving me? Where did it get us? So somebody is asking themselves that question right now, or has asked that question lately. What was the whole point of loving somebody if I wasn't going to be able to be with that person? If the person that I love, and that's a confirmation with the wind. But really you're asking, yes, it's okay. It gets you somewhere. At least you're asking yourself that. At least you're thinking about it. Get it? Where in other cases you wouldn't even think about it. I can tell you, in my personal experience, everything that has happen in our lives and everything that happens in our lives are all with an intention of you learning very important things that you need to learn. There's many lessons in this world. Some feel cruel, some feel never ending, some feel you feel the struggle and the burden of it, of it all. But it's not, it doesn't stop from being a lesson. It is what it is. Lesson is going to be a lesson, regardless on how you take it, regardless on whether you learn it or not. It won't stop being a lesson. The point has to be get across. The message has to come across. I'm seeing my vultures. There's a huge transition. You are coming face to face with your demons. You're seeing. Now you're actually seeing, and you're paying attention too. You're starting to make sense as the vulture completely did a 360 on top of my house. Birds are significant in this message, okay? Maybe Spirit talks to you like it does with me through birds. Stop yourself for 1 second and look at them. See what emotions it brings to you. That is the message. Well, let's not get psyched. So let's continue what I was saying. So a person is asking themselves, what was the whole point? That was the whole point. For you to realize now. See, it doesn't change the fact on how you're gonna come across it, or how you, and when exactly in your lifetime it's gonna click, right? In a positive way or negative way. Remember, it's all perception of things. It's all our understanding of things. What you may call something negative is not negative for somebody else. It's different. Every experience is different. Every head is different and thinks differently. So what I can tell you in my experience is that it was what it was. It was a lesson. It was pieces of the puzzle that you have to build, that tells you about you, that tells you where you went wrong, where your mistakes were, how to fix them, when to fix them. One would think that grab your coffee, grab your tea, whatever it is that you enjoy outside, or whatever it is you want to share at this time. One would think when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you think you won't make it through. There goes my vulture. Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel it. Thank you. One would think that you will make it through. This is too hard. This is too painful. But that pain, it's necessary. It's necessary that you go through that pain. That's the pain that you've been hiding yourself from and you've been running away from. You need to go through it. There's no other way around it. There's no cheating. You by now should know that there's no cheating. Go through it. Face it. I want to share with you a little piece, and it's in Spanish, okay? I'm going to try to translate it for you in English. I have my Bible here, and when I opened it directly to this passage right here. Is Proverbs 13:1, okay? See, there's so much knowledge in the Bible, but remember that Don't take things way too like deep, or have an open mind. Remember that these are point of views, and this is translated, you know, in the points of views of people. So yes, it was inspired by Spirit. That's what you need to think of. Okay, what are you trying to tell me, Spirit? What are you trying to tell me? What do you want me to understand? And it reads like this. El hijo sabio recibe el consejo del padre, mas el burlador no escucha las reprensiones. Del fruto de su boca el hombre comerá el bien, mas el alma de los prevaricadores hallará el mal. El que guarda su boca, guarda su alma, mas el que mucho abre sus labios tendrá calamidad. El alma del perezoso desea y nada alcanza, mas el alma de los diligentes será prosperada. So basically it starts by telling you that a good son knows how to listen to his father, knows to follow, to let yourself be led by a father. When we say father, it's the Spirit. It's that nudge, it's that feeling, that emotion that pretty much you're feeling at this time, because if you're going through the dark night of the soul, you are feeling him. You finally figure it out. You finally are convincing yourself and confirming to yourself that he does exist. And boy, are you being reprimanded at this time, because all this time you've been going by your own ways. You have been abusing, you know, whatever skills you have to get your way, not keeping any remorse or not having any whatsoever remorse of what you've done. So right now you're being sit down by Dad, by the Most High, by God. Yes, you did not want to think that he really did exist, but he is. He is. And he's in your face right now at this time telling you. Not only through me, but through the message by itself. You know, the message is his word. Then it follows to say, the good son listens to his father, right? But when it says burlador, it means somebody that makes fun of everything, that mocks. So the mocking son, you know, just doesn't listen at all, doesn't follow, doesn't take any consideration on who is telling him to stop. It says, by whatever comes out of your mouth, you will eat. Imagine that. He compares it to eating. Obviously, you're not going to eat something that's going to make you sick, right? You're not going to want to eat something that makes you sick, right? But either way, he compares it to that. From the words of your mouth, you will eat good, okay? But your soul, or the souls of these so-called sons or followers, you know, of Jesus, religion, whatever, people that say, oh yeah, I believe in Jesus, but do you really? Because if you would, you wouldn't do the things that you do. You wouldn't even do half of the things you do. You wouldn't even think about the things that you do. That's how big it is. I mean, you wouldn't even think about doing it. And this is bothering you guys, because a lot of monitoring spirits are making themselves known at this time. I will speak either way. No one will shush me. No one. It says on number 3, the one who keeps his mouth and holds it in you know, like, for example, okay, so people desire so much power, right? People desire to be powerful, to sound powerful, to be presented as powerful, but you don't even know what power is. You know what power is? This right now. I know what power I have, what things I can say, and I hold myself back from them. And I always take my thoughts and my mouth directly to God. And I ask for Him to speak through me and not me. I put myself away from the equation so I can serve their sons, His sons and childs, you know, and daughters. So I can completely serve Him. I have to move myself out of the equations. That's something you need to learn. It's not about knowing Jesus. It's not about hearing about Jesus. It's not about you reading the freaking Bible, because I'm reading it right now. It's about you understand what you're reading. Do you preach and do, or you only preach? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now, the one that opens his mouth constantly, speaks words, will only have destruction. Sorry. Now it also says about this: the one that seeks or wants and desires much never gets to do anything. But the one that is diligent to hear spirit, to live in spirit, to be truthful, to desire good for everybody, to make sure that your tongue is not speaking lies, to make sure that your tongue is not speaking in against anybody. Those says are diligentes, people that are striving always, like me, okay, will be prosperous forever. And that's a promise. And not for me only, but for those who, like me, are doing the thing. This is making a lot of people angry, and this is going to continue to ruffle some feathers, and I'm aware of that. But I'm here, like it says right there, diligent. I am my Father's diligent daughter, earth angel, truth speaker, seer. Which, why not? I'm not afraid of that word. That doesn't insult me. That does not keep away what's visible. That does not remove my spirit and my soul. What is unlike you guys, unlike you that preach, that talk, that put a facade, that put a mask on, right? Make others believe. But don't worry, because the one that matters, that sees it all, is already onto you, already sees you. No one can hide from the presence of God. No one can hide from the presence of God. Get that through your head. So having said that, you know, the whole point of you loving and then not loving you, and them loving back but not being able to be with that person that you so much desire to be with, ask yourself why. What did you do? What did you do? Did you sabotage yourself? Because if you're asking yourself that question, that means you're not with that person. That means you do not have what you so deeply desire. And ask yourself why. What did I do? How did I mess up? And actually suck it in. It won't kill you. If you get through this, it's only gonna make you a good person. It's only gonna transform you to what you truly are, to what you truly came here to be. And I do hope that that people do find. I really do hope that people do find. Although it's not my calling, I mean, I have a sense that it's gonna be a nope for many. for many. Not for all of them, but for many. Because that will mean that you have to do for the rest of this life and others to make up for that. Well, that's all the message that God wanted me to share with you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for being part of this message. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for clicking on this video. And I hope, I truly do, deeply within inside myself, hope that people do realize this, awaken to this. And to all of your, that have already decided to be on the other side, I don't care if I ruffle your feathers. I don't care if I leave you unknown. I don't care if I put you out there. I will continue to do, because I have the protection of my mighty God, Father, the one that created you too. And no one and nothing can be against him. Peace. Namaste.